estate but don't know where to start?
Well, what I would say is to join the Future Cash Flow Club. It's a community of investors where we talk about wholesaling, we talk about creative deal structuring, buying houses subject to, all of the creative stuff that everybody's talking about. You don't need a real estate license or any of that.
Wow, where do I sign up?
Well, I would say go to futurecashflowclub.com. That's futurecashflowclub.com. You can even get a free trial. Try it out today. Can you hear me? I don't know. If you don't know who I am by now, I don't know what you've been doing. You been asleep? Let me wake you up with something. Straight up. Yeah. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Chris Monroe. R to the O-E. I flip houses, rent cars, and make money. You know I'm not no motherfucker dummy. This how we... That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages. It's time. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? This is the student master teacher, Mr. I Stay Woke, Chris Cashflow Money Monroe. And I'm about to make some live seller calls tonight, see if we can find a homeowner, a property owner, a landlord, somebody with a real estate problem to solve. I'm definitely going to see if we can help them out, buy the property. And if we can't buy it, what can we do? Ship them on to somebody else or point them in the right direction. So give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share if you care. Who we got up in here? Put your name in the comments and where you're shouting out from. We'll give you a quick shout out before we get the calls going. I got a number of leads in here from the last couple of days because I've been slacking off, but you know, that's how the game go. And you know, it's just part of the game. What up, what up, what up? Who is this? I see you, Miss Green. Good to see you. Hey, Chris Cross, I'll make you jump. What up, what up? We got Instagram going, we got the Facebook going, we're on Instagram, YouTube, we're on all the sites for right now. So yeah, we're gonna get this going here. I got a lady here. This lead came in about 5 hours ago is what it says in my CRM, customer relationship management system here. It's a lady over on Ravenwood up in Normandy, where Sexy Red went to school at, Normandy. We're going to see what's going on over here. It says she has a 2-bedroom, 1-bath home. Mother passed away, so wants to sell it. A few repairs are needed. It needs a new roof. It says someone lives there. I don't know if that means it's a tenant or family member or what, but somebody's living in there right now. Time frame within the next month. It's a free and clear property. And they want $20,000 for it. Now, the Zestimate says 50, so we might be in the right ballpark. So they want 20. We're going to see what we can do. And the best callback time is today after 4 p.m. And is it after 4? Yes. So we're about to score. So I'm going to call Miss Shirley up and see what she's talking about. All right. Let's see who we got here. What up? What up? What up? I see you, Pansy. Good to see you as well. Let's call Miss Shirley. Shirley. Record all calls for quality and training.
Hello.
Hey, Shirley.
Yes.
It's Chris. You spoke to my assistant earlier today about your house on Ravenwood. How are you today?
I'm doing fine.
Good. I was actually giving you a call back because I'm actually the buyer and we're just trying to see what I can do to help you out.
Sure.
Let's see here. It says 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and someone's living there. Is that a tenant or a family member?
Family member.
Oh, okay. Perfect. And they already got a place ready to move to and everything?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's see here. Say if the property needs some repairs. Is it something major or is it more like cosmetic?
Cosmetic and need a roof. That's the most thing that it really needs. I was going to fix it up myself and went about 2 cabinets. I went about the laminate floor, and I broke up the floor in the house because it had ceramic tile down, and I didn't want that down. But then I decided I don't want to do it.
Yeah, fixing up real estate is a full-time job. People try to do it part-time, but found out it's always more than it seems, right?
Right, and that was one thing. I work, and people want to come over and fix the house during the week. It's kind of hard to do for me.
100%. And so you said it needs a roof. Now, is it like water getting in the house or is it just an older roof? What makes you say it needs a new roof?
It's an older roof. I don't think the roof. My mom been in there about 12 years. This is my mom's home, and she had passed away 2 years
Oh,
ago. So,
oh wow. Sorry for the loss.
thank you. So it is an old roof, but the ceiling had fell in, and I had someone come over and look at it. But it's not leaking inside the house. So that white stuff and powder stuff came out. And I had somebody come out and he said it's the moisture doesn't have anywhere to go or something like that. So I had someone patch it up and paste it up or whatever. And that was going to be my next thing after I got the floor and stuff down was to put a roof on. But I just don't feel like doing it and being a tenant anyway. I mean, being a owner.
Right, right. And so your goal now is just to sell it as is and do nothing else to it. Am I hearing that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, perfect. Just want to make sure. I know some people like to make them perfect and all of that. And I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't do all that. It's not going to increase the value too much more. Just get your money and run.
Right.
Now, this property, you said it was your mother's. Did you transfer it to your name already or is it still in her name?
Nope, it's in my name.
Okay. So that helps out. Let's see here. Already transferred. And then what kind of timeline are you on? When would you like to be closed out and done with this house?
By August 30th, I want to be
August.
done.
So that's about a month and a half. Okay. And that'll give enough time for that person to find a place to move to and everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, they don't actually, they just over there a couple of nights. They don't actually live there. We just want to keep an eye on the property. That's all. Basically.
You know it. You leave it empty too long, they'll get those copper pipes and things. You know how they do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is the plumbing and everything still intact and good there?
Somebody, the plumbing is, there's nobody taking it out. So
you said someone took some out?
I said, no. I said, I believe the plumbing is still good. There's no one has taken any plumbing out of the house.
Oh, okay. Perfect. So plumbing's good. And then electrical's good, I guess, as well?
Yes, I have the lights on. Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Well, I mean, I think this is something we could probably buy. How much are you looking to get for it?
I had looked up and this is Pine Lawn, so I was saying about 22, 23, because, yeah.
And Pine Line. I almost grew up over not too far from there, Beverly Hills, so right across the street, pretty much.
Yeah, used to be my stomping ground. Well, we used to ride down Natural Bridge, but I actually grew up on Waterman and DeVoliver. I went to Sodian.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're right up the street. And so, as far as selling the property, is there anybody else that's going to be helping you with this decision or anything? Or
No.
okay, perfect. So let me check on some numbers here. Looking in the notes here, let's see. She said you put 20,000. Is that right?
I did. I
Oh,
think I put that down. Yeah.
okay. So let me pull it up real quick. Just a real quick check so I can see what we can get you. So we would need to do a roof, and that's probably what 13, 14,000, something like that. Probably put a roof on there. Have you got any quotes on getting a roof yet?
I would not pay no $13,000 for no roof. No, I did get a quote, but it wasn't that, and I wasn't going to pay nobody no $13 for that small house to do a roof.
Oh yeah, this is a smaller house. What kind of quote did they give you as far as putting a roof up?
The last one I got two. One was like 6,500. But believe it or not, when I was thinking about getting a roof, actually when my mama was living, and that might have been in early 2019, it was only 3,500 at what's his name, LB Roofing. I got a quote then in 2019, but right after COVID, a lot of stuff went up.
Yeah, I was gonna say all the prices went up since that time. Everything's high now. Wood's expensive, building materials,
Mm-hmm.
everything's up there now. I remember those days
Yeah,
when everything was affordable.
yeah. So the last quote that I got was 6,500, but I actually had found someone that was going to do it for 47 for me. But I just decided I didn't. I don't know. I even went and bought the flooring for the house. I just decided I didn't want to do it.
Um,
So
Makes sense. And so this is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, correct?
correct.
All right. So let's see here. There. And I guess is there space that we could put a 3rd bedroom, like a walkout basement or anything like that?
No,
Because that would make a big
not
difference.
at the house.
If we could do that, that would make
It's
a
not made like
difference.
that. Well, this house is not made like that in timeline.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to. 'Cause I think that's probably going to be a little bit more than what we would pay for it. I mean, is that the best you think you can do on the price? Is the 20,000?
Yep.
So if I send this over to my underwriters and they came back and say around 15, what would you say to something like that?
Mm, I'll think about it.
So you think you would take 15,000 if we got it closed up in your timeline and make this an easy transaction for you?
I said I will have to think about it and talk to my husband about it.
So your husband would help you make the decision. Okay. Um,
No, just get his advice and see what he says.
Now, if there was a way that we can structure a deal to help you get exactly the price you want, the 20,000, if we had to get creative and structure a deal, is that something you would be open to talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Because what we've done in the past in situations like this, we would give you some of the money now and the rest later. Would that help you out, you think?
I don't know. I would talk to my husband about that as well. Because someone asked me, will I take payments? And I'm like, I'm not taking payments. I want to, I'm definitely not taking payments. And I'm like, so I just didn't even talk to them anymore because that just sounds like a scam to me. I'm going to take payments for them. You're supposed to be some type of business. So I'm like, nope, I'm not going to do it. It's just so much stuff going on in this world. And people are trying to just get over a little bit.
Yeah, well, there's more than one way to sell a house. All cash is really going to be the lowest price, just so you are aware. The best price typically is throwing it on the market with a real estate agent, but then they eat you up with all the fees and commissions and closing costs and all of that stuff. With us, the price we agree to is actually the price you walk away with at closing. So that's a little
Right.
difference. Yeah, I'm thinking here that we could probably do 15,000 on it. Is it better for you to just check with your husband, or is there a way he can get on the phone, or how do you do that?
Oh, he's not here right now. I'll just.
Well, here's what I'll do, Shirley. I'll send you something over in writing, so you have an offer in writing. I'm going to text you right after this call, so you have my contact information and everything. If you just write back your email address, I'll get you a written offer over this afternoon. How does that sound?
And how do y'all do that? Do you, is this a check that is written, or how do you guys do that?
Great question. So yeah, we go through a title company, which is a third party that actually facilitates the transaction, that transfers the money to you. So you can either get a bank wire, or you can go pick up a check. Totally up to you, whichever way you want to do it. But most people do the bank wire.
Because that was going to be my next question. Do you do bank wire? Because that was another thing, because I did a little investigating and reading and stuff. And then my girlfriend is actually a real estate agent, part-time, and she was telling me to make sure or ask questions to see if they do bank wire, because like I said, a lot of people are trying to get over and take things, and I just got so much advice from different, my girlfriend, the real estate agent, to people to make.
I know that's right. So you have a real estate agent friend. She could list it for you if you had to, huh?
Well, I wouldn't even want to list it, because I did have, he's a handyman, I guess you want to call it. He wanted to buy it, and then there was a couple other people that, I don't know, I think the investment in the area. There was other couple of people that were trying to buy, but I wouldn't put it on the market per se, like you said, because of all the fees and stuff.
Yeah.
Find somebody that,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot easier.
And that's the
That
thing.
way I don't have to have nobody going in and out of the house looking, and I ain't have time for that.
Exactly. So that's the thing about, like I said, if you sell to us, it's a straight cash price. You get that number, and there's no fees or deductions like that. And it's just a easier transaction overall.
Right.
So, like I said, I'll send you a text right after this call, my contact information. If you just send me back your email address, we'll get you that offer written up for you, sent over to you today. Other than that, any other questions for me before I let you go?
Nothing else. I'm sorry, your name?
My name is Chris.
Chris. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank
What
you.
is the name of your company?
I'm with St. Louis Cash Buyers, buying your house for cash.
Okay, I talked to the young lady earlier. Is that right?
Yeah, you spoke to my assistant earlier, it looks like, but they just asked basic questions just so we know if I should even call you back, if it's even something we could even buy, because I wouldn't want to waste your time. If we can't buy, I'll just tell you it's not our cup of tea. If it is, I'll let you know what we can do. If you take it, great. And if it won't work, no harm, no foul. We'll still be friends at the end.
No, right. Well, thank you so much, Chris. I'll send you my email.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye. All right. There you go. Miss Shirley. You say it sounds like it's a fan blowing. My bad, y'all. If you want to actually hear the actual thing, jump over to YouTube, because I actually got it on Instagram, but jump over to my YouTube at Chris Monroe STL. You'll hear it clearly, and you'll see some of the comments on the screen, things like that. It's a better user experience. So for those that's jumping in, that was Miss Shirley, called her. She wants to sell her property over in Normandy. On the notes, it says she wanted 20,000. When I got her on the phone, she said 23,000. So I'm like, no. You're going the wrong direction. So I just threw out a feeler and say, yeah, would you take 15? Because I'm thinking the most we could really even sell it for is probably around 20. So this will be a wholesale deal. I probably will not buy and hold this property, because I'm not a fan of cheaper properties. I know a lot of you love those little $20,000 and $30,000 houses. I'm not a fan. I'm selling all my cheap houses, and I'm keeping all my good houses. So you can make money on these deals. It's just not my thing. I don't think the upside is enough on these properties because it looked like the ARV is around 50 to 60,000. So after repair value, fixed up, perfect condition, around 60, 50 to 60. And if we get it for 15, assign it to somebody for around 20 to 25, everybody happy. That's how wholesaling works, ladies and gentlemen. No real estate license needed. No crazy stuff going on. A good conversation with a person just like that, black ink on white paper, and get the deal done. It's just that simple. Any questions about Miss Shirley's deal before we move on to the next one? Got questions? Ask them now. So for those that don't know, my name is Chris Monroe. It's the student master teacher, Mr. I Stay Woke, out of St. Louis, Missouri. And I'm doing some calls tonight, trying to see if we can get a deal. So a lot of these are, I guess we can call them warm calls because somebody spoke to them already, whether it was me or my virtual assistant, or they just text messages us or said something to say, yes, hey, I want to sell my house for cold hard cash. And that's what we try to do and do it fast. So that's what we did there. And she sent back her email that quick. So we got to send her an offer. So the offers I'm going to send her is probably going to be, I'm going to say 14K cash. And then I'll do the whole 20 if she take terms. So it's only two ways to buy a house, cash or terms in my eyes, because I'm not going to get a loan and have them pull bank statements, W-2s, tax returns, all of that stuff. Not doing it. No. I'm buying houses cash out of pocket, either my money, cash out of pocket, private lender's money, private money lender, PML, or using the seller, which is the best private money I ever found, because when you find a seller with a free and clear property like this one, free and clear, meaning they don't have a loan to pay off, you can structure a deal in any way you want because we're not fighting or structuring around the current debt. We're not going around the current debt. We're actually going in and able to structure the deal. No money down, little to nothing down, low monthly payments for as long as we want. So, and $20,000 is not a lot of money. We can do that at $400 a month, $300 a month, whatever. Principal payments only, meaning 0% interest. You can't get 0% interest going through the bank. You know, they're going to hit you with that 7, 8, 9%, especially if you're talking about being an investor. So that's what we do with these deals. We try to structure a way to help these people out. Let's see what we got here. So yes, that's the name of the game, is get it going. So that was Miss Shirley. I'm going to send her a written offer after these calls. And now I'm about to get over to the next one. Who's the next victim on the chopping block? Let me add her email since she texted over. Add it to the CRM because I don't have her email address. Because this was somebody who called in through our organic website, I guess you can say. Called in organically. That's where this lead came from. I guess they found us on the internet somewhere, maybe. Googled us. So I'll say spoke to, not interested in terms, will send LOI, letter of intent, which is the multiple offer strategy. Every deal we talk to, if they don't verbally want to do it like that, we just send them something in writing that gives them a cash offer, which is going to be around $14,000, a little lower than what I want. So I got some room to go up if I have to 15, where I really know I want to be at. So I start at 14. If she say, oh no, I can't go that low, well, let's settle at 15, something around there, because I think I can sell this for around 20. So we'll make $5,000. But if I can sell it for 25, we'll make $10,000. So the lower you get it, the more profit you'll make on a wholesale deal. So it's very important to not shoot yourself in the foot and overbid these deals. We know it needs a roof. She's saying she can get one done for around $6,500. That's probably true. But you know, I'm not doing the roof and I'm not buying it. Somebody else gonna have to buy this house that wants it more than me. So this will be a pure wholesale deal on this particular one. Other ones I may buy. This one's gonna be a wholesale deal. So we got her there, and she's added into the system. And she's no longer new. And now we just have to send her a offer. Send her an offer. There. All right. So next victim. Do you think she's motivated though? Do you think she's motivated? Let's see who this other one is. This is out in Chesterfield. Do we want this? Oh, this is a FSBO. So let's see here. So this property's a whole lot more expensive than that last one. The last one was 20,000. This one they want 480,000. Let me see what we got here. If anyone sends you a complete contract for a deal, do you guys pay that in person for the connection of the deal? So yeah, so basically you're asking for if you bring a contract and you want to assign it, we just pay the assignment fee at closing. Or if you have a lead that you generate and say, hey, I know Shirley and Shirley wants to sign, she wants to sell her house, and you send her to me. Once we get her at closing, we pay you at that time. So we pay at closing because there's all types of reasons these deals don't close. Say we got a seller on the hook that wants to do business, everything looks good, numbers make sense, sellers on board, and say they come up with some liens on their property, like unpaid taxes, unpaid sewer lien, unpaid anything type of lien that can stop the property from going to be sold. Or there's a spouse that won't sign off. That happens quite often here in Missouri because husband and wife has to sign off on a sale. So if the husband's like, yeah, I'll sell it, and the wife like, hell no, I don't want him to get no money, we can't do nothing because they got to both sign off, even if she's on the deed or not in the state of Missouri. Title company won't close it. Now you can do some slick stuff, but I'm not going to get into that on this stream. But yeah, that's the correct answer. Let's see here. Next question is, do you buy double wide trailers on a nice sized property? My daughter is in the process of trying to sell her deceased dad's place and can't find the title to it. He purchased it at an open deed and never got the title. He paid cash for it. Yeah, you're going to have to get the deed for that or the title for that. I don't personally buy trailers at all. I'm not a trailer investor or mobile home investor, I guess is what I should call it. I don't invest in mobile homes, but if you do find the title to it, I can connect you to somebody who probably would purchase that, Miss Diane. Yeah, I don't invest in mobile homes personally. I like real estate, real property, because the difference between mobile homes and houses. Houses are real property, which is real estate. Mobile homes are like a vehicle, like a car. So it's personal property. Mobile home is personal property. Houses are real property. Two different classifications when it comes to legalities. So I hope that helps you out there. Yep, born and raised in Kansas City. KC in the building. West side of Missouri. We on the east side of Missouri. What up? St. Louis in this building. All right. So give this video a thumbs up. Give it a like. Give it a share if you care. We are streaming live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and something else. LinkedIn. Shout out to my LinkedIn people. They just started letting me stream on LinkedIn for the first time. Let's see here. So now we got another one here out here in Chesterfield where the good folks stay. 4-bedroom, 3-bath. They moved into a single-story home already. Semi-occupied. They don't live there, but they let somebody occupy it, but he can move anytime. It's not rented. So I guess they got a family member or a friend living in the property. The property is free and clear. The asking price is $480,000. $500,000, baby. $480,000. The Zestimate says 503. They say no to creative financing. The best time said we can call their agent. Oh, I don't know about this. Call their agent anytime? What is she talking about? I don't want to talk to no agent. I want to talk to the seller. Additional notes, spoke to his wife since he is driving, and he said to call their real estate agent. Oh, I'm going to whack that one. I'm not. How's it a for sale by owner, but they got a real estate agent? What? Hold on, let me check something. Because I don't think I'm even going to call them. I want to talk to your agent. Yeah. Oh, it says pending under contract when you look it up. Cute house, too. 2,500 square feet. Big house built in 1976. It's been up for 5 days. Oh, okay. So I see what happened. It was a for sale by owner, but it looked like they took it to market, and it's been on market. So right now, I'm probably going to wait on that one because I don't think they really, I don't know. I guess I can call them. No, I don't want to call. Should I call them or not? I don't think I should call them because they got a real estate agent. Then they're going to be told, oh, talk to my agent. I don't want to talk to your agent. I want to talk to the seller. If I want to talk to an agent, I'll go find a deal on market and call agents. I don't want to talk to agents. I want to talk to sellers. The person who can sign the paperwork to make the paperwork to get me a deal. Right? That's what I'm looking for. Can you get me a deal? Yay or nay? Let me close some of these windows out. Yeah, a lot of windows popping on here. 1,000 windows. Supposed to be closing 2 deals this week, by the way. 2 deals on Friday. We'll see how that goes. One's a wholesale deal, and one's a deal I'm buying. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait on this. This says contingent and it's on market, so I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna wait on it because I don't really want to play around with nobody like that. I need people who got real estate problems that really need to sell right now. And I'm not doing a 480 on that property either. So 480 is a no-no. Let's see what this is. This house is, let me check. No, I don't want that one either. I'm trying to find somebody that's kind of like motivated, that really like need to sell. Here's one. Nope. Don't want that one. I should just call them all like you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to really cherry pick, but I'm about to cherry pick. So let's see what we got here. We got Miss. It's a nice house out on Washington Boulevard in the Central West End. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,900 square feet almost. Nice house right here. I think I'm gonna call this lady. This is Mrs. What's her name? Is it a lady? Miss Ciara. Ciara, this here is automatic. Sell your house and let me buy it funky fresh. So this is Ciara I'm about to call right now. Says the motivation is she can't afford to maintain the house. It needs some repairs. The roof is about 10 years old. Owner occupied. They want to sell ASAP. Asking price $350 to $385. Zestimate says $390. Not interested in creative financing. Callback time is anytime. Title is not clear because she inherited the house. She said to check the house before making an offer. So let me check something before I make an offer. So this is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath in the Central West End on Washington. So this might be a good deal in the 4,500 block of Washington. So that's like around Washington and Taylor. But I'm not paying no $350. I can tell you that. We're probably closer to around $250 if it needs work. Actually, this was on the market. This is an expired listing. They had this up on the market for $424 back in 2023. Then they took it down in November of 2023. Then it went back up in March of this year. Then it went contingent at $399. They wanted $400,000 at that time. And then the listing was removed in May of 2024. Now, why didn't it sell when it was listed on the market for $399? That's what I want to know. So that's a question for her. Let me put this in my notes so I can have my pre-questions ready. Miss Ciara. Yeah, so it came off the market back in May of 2024, a month or two ago, 2 months ago, approximately 2 months ago, just removed. And they did not get the $399 they were asking. But now she wants $350. So we're going to have to figure this out. Before I do that, let me check one other thing. She said there's something going on with the title. So let's see what that is first before I call her up. If there's an issue with the title, I'm going to be your rival. Let me see who is the owner of this property. Who is the owner? Is it Ciara or is it under her mama's name like she say? Mama. Mama. All right, let's see here. Search. How do you search? Oh, let me get out of this. Wrong thing. So this is St. Louis City real estate. Look on the assessor site. Put in the address of what? The address property lookup is offline due to a connection issue. That's some St. Louis City type stuff right there. Okay, so we got to go plan B. Let's check a different site. That's janky as heck. Who does that? Let's take the address, go here, and I'll go to PropWire. Is that a good site for free to look up the owner? Since the actual city site is down, I never saw that happen before. I never seen that happen. But I guess there's a first thing for everything. All right. So pulling it up here on PropWire, it says it's owned by It's got her name on it. Wait a minute. She said it doesn't have her name, but on PropWire it says she is the owner. So what makes her think she's not the owner? Well, we're going to get her on the phone right now then, because this is getting funky. A lot of research on the person I never spoke to. So let's speak to them. See if they're serious or are they delirious. So give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share if you care. We're about to call Ciara and see if she's talking fair. Fair. Boom. Record all calls for quality and training. And let's see what she's talking about. Live seller calls.
Hello.
Hey, Ciara.
Yes.
This is Chris calling about the house over on Washington. Did you get that one sold yet?
No, I did not.
Well, I'm going to be the one to help you out in this situation. How are you today?
I'm good. Chris, what was your last name?
Chris Monroe.
Monroe. Okay. Did I contact you?
Yes, you had contacted
a couple of weeks ago.
About a few days ago. Yeah, you spoke to my assistant.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just like, I didn't have your number saved in my phone, but I remember your name was Chris. But then I was kind of thrown off because I get a lot of agents call me too as well about my house.
Yeah, I saw that it was listed on the market. What happened there? Why didn't it sell?
I don't know if you saw my text that I text you, but I have I guess a bad title, so it went through a lot of quick claims, which is not a problem because you can quick claim deeds of property. But the lady that owned the house back in 2006, her husband, I shouldn't say her husband, but her boyfriend for many years, they never got married, but her boyfriend owned the house and he gave her the house. And then I don't know what happened, but she sold the house. Not sold it, but she quit claimed the house back to him. But then something must have happened because when she quit claiming it back to him, she quit claiming it to her son. Well, their son. So they had a son together. And I guess they were together probably for, let's say, 4 years. And her son, I guess she moved out the house. She left the house to her son. I guess he passed away. And so instead of her writing a death of affidavit or something, because I guess they used to do it to where they used to write it. And then when they used to do it on typewriter. And then when I enter in the computer, the staff that's supposed to enter into the computer, I don't know if she missed something or something was there, but the thing is everyone is deceased. So the guy that quit claimed the house to my grandmother, because I inherited the house, he is deceased, and so are his parents deceased who owned the house.
Wow. So it's a big mess with the curative title work. So
basically, yes. And I've talked to a few lawyers. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So is that what stopped you from selling it when you had it on the market?
No, actually, I had a buyer. And the buyer, because of the incident, which is when I talked to a lawyer, they was like, if you guys had title, if you guys were going through a title company, then they have attorneys where they can just clear it up. And that's what attorneys told me. But the title company that they were using and I was using at the time did not have, they didn't have attorneys that can clear it up or something like. But if she would have went through our title company the first, and I guess because she had a continuous banking or that she was getting a loan through.
Yeah, I was saying when you're getting a loan, it gets tricky. I was gonna say, yeah, if they were getting a loan, it's real tricky. They want everything fine-tooth comb.
Yeah, so that's what it was. But my grandmother had the house for over 18 years. And then I had the house for 4 years. So when I've talked to attorneys about it, they were just it's just a small flu. It's not even a big deal. And if his family or anyone, and they all know that my grandmother, I guess, somehow had the house because they didn't ever come after my grandmother when
when the house was sold or whatever, because his mother just passed away in 2023, January 2023. So she just passed away.
Oh wow, recently. And so
Yeah, recently. So we miss it. I mean, at least that's what someone told me. They were like, his mom passed away. They're all deceased, and I guess so, because my cousin was my agent, and was my agent, I should say. And she said that when I guess the title people was looking it up, they saw that Lee Coleman, Bertie Coleman, and Arthur Coleman, Arthur Coleman is the guy that sold my grandmother's house. They all had obituaries and all was deceased.
oh wow.
So yeah.
So all of the quit claim deed, so it hasn't been on proper title for quite some time. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, I don't think it ever been on there ever.
Wow. It can happen.
I think because when he owned it, like when all the way back to I think they said 1979. Like I guess I don't know who owned the house then, but however, it stopped at Lee Coleman. Lee Coleman is like everyone else. I guess it could have been, but when the bank or the title companies, they stopped at 1979 when Lee Coleman took possession of a house. I guess whenever he brought the house, everything was cleared. And then when he quit claiming to his, we're gonna say his girlfriend, and then she quit claiming back to him. Why she do that? I don't know. Maybe she didn't know what she was doing. Not everybody's educated. Not everybody knows what to do in certain situations. If you don't have guidance, I don't know. But then, like I said, why she ended up giving it to him, back to her boyfriend, to give to their son. And then when the son had it, I guess he quit. It was like quit claims.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem though. I mean, as long as everything was recorded properly, they can go back and
it is.
And get title insurance, because everything I see now says your name on it, but I can't get on the city's website for some reason. But from the other sources I'm seeing, it already has your name on it, so it shouldn't be any issue. I mean, I guess they'll clear it up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just having issues if a bank making it a big deal, and that's what the lawyers have told me. And they was like, I mean, my cousin, what she explained to me, she was like, you can pay an attorney to like do a quiet title or whatever, but that can take up to a year because of courts and stuff are so slow. But then if they find people, the thing is when people get a hear that they might own a piece of property that they didn't know of, then they gonna want some money for it or not. But when I've talked to one attorney, he said that because I'm on the taxes and everything, and my grandmother had it for so long, and then I did pretty much new construction even though she owned the property for so many years, when it wasn't still livable to move in. There was like molded and all kinds of stuff at the time. They were like, he was like, really, they're not even entitled to anything because it probably was nothing then from back in 2006 is where I'm going.
Right. Are you aware of how a quiet title suit works?
Slightly from what I've heard. I mean, you can tell me for as far as what I heard is basically that they put it in the paper for so many days, and if no one comes forward for claim, then they'll give it to me.
Yep. And most people don't read. And how many people are reading the newspaper these days? So they might not even see
no
it.
one. I mean, no one or whatever. The thing is, I just don't have the funds to just like put forth. To pay an attorney up to like $3,500 to $5,000 to do this quiet title or whatever. So my other option is that I'm trying to see if I can just go through probate courts and see if they just honor me my house or just fix it without a hassle, since I have owned it for over 4 years now, and I pay the taxes on the house pretty much.
Yeah, I see something on here. Is it in tax default or something right now?
No, it's not anymore. It was gonna go up or two, but I paid up to 1 year. So
okay. Yeah, it's just because I'm using one of these databases to give me a lot of extra information, and it said tax default, yes. And I'm like, well, I don't know if it is or not, but because I can't get on the city's website, it's down right now for some reason. So I have to use a third party site.
Right, but no, you can. If that's the case, I would have lost my house back in June.
Yeah.
Because it was going up for food in June.
So,
but no, I still have my house because I paid 1 year to cover me.
Perfect. So, well, yeah, we're definitely interested in buying it. Tell me a little bit more about the condition. It needs major work, a little bit of work.
Okay, I would say foundation is. I'm gonna start with like the basic. I mean, the main source of the house. So I would say the foundation is good. We can actually, if you like, I can meet you anytime. Okay, hold on. Let me tell you about it. I can meet you like anytime the 23rd to the 26th of next week. But nevertheless, foundation is good. Electric's up to good. Because my house was going to be, I had an offer or a buyer on my house and we was getting to our last days. I did get the sewage correct and I do have the paperwork for that. But the plumbing and everything is pretty much, everything's up to code. For the electric, the plumbing, the sewage is good because it was like one little flute that only cost like $450. They just needed to get something. They put a camera through and did all that because these people were in depth serious. And they did have 2 surveys. Now because they had gotten 2 surveys accidental, I guess they called one and made a schedule and they called another one. So the house had been surveyed. They have did a survey on the house and an appraisal on the house as well. No, it has 2 appraisals and 1 survey. I don't know if that's in the system as well. Do they take that out? Let's see, electric, plumbing, sewage, foundation is good. The only thing I would say that needs work is tuck pointing and new roofs. I have 2 flat roofs. I have a top roof, which is what's on top of the house. I'm not having any leaks, molding, or mildew or anything of that nature. So, and I need a new roof on the garage. So I don't know. That's the only thing I can think cover. As far as there are 4 bathrooms on each floor of the house. So from with the basement, there's a half bath. There is a full bath, but it's a stand-up shower on the first floor. So it's a sink, toilet, and shower on the first floor. There is a tub, shower, sink, and toilet. 3rd floor, sink, shower, and toilet with a full bath, as well as the second. You have 2 bedrooms on the 2nd floor. 3rd floor, 2 bedrooms. Living room, dining room, kitchen. No, I would say you can make it like a high top 2-seat table, like in the kitchen, if you like to do that. Unless it's just a full kitchen, it is gas. Goodness, I'm trying to cover some stuff. I would say I don't think that needs to be updated to what people like in this my kitchen and bathrooms. They are what I would consider outdated.
So I would need to update 4 bathrooms.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I would need to update 4 bathrooms. Is that correct? Or you said 3?
That's really up to you. It's not like I mean the tubs are good. They are good to stay. The showers are good to stay. There's all new knobs and stuff. I mean, when I say updates, I mean I'm talking about like people are going into this flat marble like backdrop. Things people like granite, so there's no granite in the bathrooms and in the kitchen.
Yep, that's the most expensive parts of the house, that kitchen and bathroom. We gotta have those good.
Right. So yes.
And then
what else?
And so if you were to just to sell are you planning on selling it as is, or are you planning on doing some work to it or anything before you sell it?
It's gonna be as is. I'm not planning on doing any work to it, and that's why I do not remember her name, but that's when I told your assistant. I was like, I think I said anywhere from like $300 to $350.
Yeah.
Because I put my house on the market for $399, and when we got to it, they were gonna actually buy my house for $375.
Okay.
When I had the offer on my house.
Right. And so they just didn't do it because of the title work part, or they didn't do it because of the
they had a I'm trying to think of that word. It was something consecutive.
Conservative.
a conservative loan or something. Yes.
Or conventional loan,
So
conventional
whatever.
loan.
A conventional loan. I almost just had a B in it. Yes, a conventional loan. So I'm like, wait a minute, conservative. I'm like, no. Okay, conventional loan. Yes. So that's why it was. I guess that's why they built out. Honestly, they did give me 30 days to see if I could fix it for 30 days, but the lady needed to buy a house because I guess she was in the process of moving out of her house, so she needed to buy a house right away. So they kind of just bailed out.
So if you were
Even
just to
though
sell it, if you were just to sell it for cash and we make it easy for you and help you overcome any title problems to get this to the finish line, what is the lowest you think you would accept for it as a cash offer?
300. And that's like, it's still a good condition of a house.
So I would need
If not, then
I'm trying to make sure. So I would need to update the bathrooms, the kitchen, a roof on the main house, the second roof on the main house, and the roof on the garage.
Yeah. So with the roof, you have a top roof. I would say the replace of shingles, because those are shingles. The wood obviously must be good because I had plenty of roofing people come out and they were like, I mean, of course they can't really see, but they were like, because I don't have any inside, leaks or running damage to the ceilings as they can see, because people have came when we had all that rain last year. It was like massive rain. So, I mean, the top roof is shingles. I would say the flat roof, it's still good. You don't really have to replace it because they have some, like I use roofing cots. I have, and I don't have any issues, but I mean, it's up to, I don't know what you're trying to do, but I do have a top roof and 2 flat roofs. So there's a flat roof off the 3rd floor and a flat roof off the top roof. So it's kind of like 2 flat roofs, and then they have like one that's just kind of top where it's like a cone or a dome, but it's not a dome. And then the garage roof. I would say the garage roof is more needed than anything.
So
because you would need to replace the wood in the garage.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because if we were to buy it, we would go ahead and update everything and bring it up to 2024, 2025 standards. Because that's where the money comes in on these houses, especially in that area. We fix it all the way up to like the best area. We would probably end up putting, I don't know, $70,000-$80,000 into it, probably something like that. That's the only thing. Going to a full rehab, maybe more, because this is an older house. These antique houses, they got problems you don't even want to know about when you start opening up walls and stuff like that. So realistically, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I can see that, but I have good. I don't know what the insulation is, but I don't have insulation issues. My house is insulated, and I did get my roof on the 3rd floor where the top roof is. I did get that new insulated, and that got insulated about 3.5 years ago when I first moved in. Something of that nature.
Because I'm just looking over.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah. And I'm just looking over some of the, comps and things and see what we could do. Like I said, as far as us making the investment is no problem. We just have to buy it right. If we were to come in and say
that's understandable
as a cash offer and make this easy for you, if we did like 240, what would you say to that?
No, I'll just wait until I clear my title and put it back on the market. I'm just not I'm not hurting for cash like that to lowball myself, because I still have to live and I still have to buy a house. Or I might want to buy a house.
So you're still living in it. You would need to find a new place to move to.
No, correct. I would need to buy a house, and $240,000 is not a lot of money. And my house is in Central West End. It's in Central West End.
Right. Yeah, that's the only reason I said
and
that.
They are buying over there, and they are building up over there too. So, I mean, if it's something that you don't want to do, I completely understand, but I'm not selling my house for less than what I already offered or whatever. And if it's something that you can't do, I completely understand, and we can think about this and play ping pong later on. But if anything, I'll fix what I need to fix and just wait to put it back on the market or sell it.
Now, if there was a way we can get you that 300,000, but structure something more creative, is that something that you would think about?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Yeah, what we've done in the past in situations like this is we would agree to that price that you want of 300,000. We would get you some of the money now and the rest later. You think that would help you out at all?
No, I don't. I know she mentioned to me if I would take like some kind of sort of payment plan or monthly payment, and that's just something I'm not interested in doing because I mean, to be honest, I don't know, and I don't want to trust this because you can file bankruptcy and then you're gone with my house, and then I'm left with nothing.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah,
that's my personal opinion where I'm at.
yeah. And that's why, when we structure these deals, we structure them just like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and all the other big banks in America. There's a lien on a property and you'll be elevated to not be a landlord, but be just like the bank, where you would have the same paperwork they would, and bankruptcy and all of that wouldn't really stop anything because you would still, have a lien on a property. So you would always get your money out of it or get the property back in a future date. So that would be the worst case scenario, which isn't bad either way. But I can send you some information on it either way, just so you can have it in your back pocket.
Yes.
After this call.
Definitely. And let me ask you, with what you just went over with me, how many months are you talking, or what are we looking at? Are we looking at like you would give me the difference? Like if you was to give me 240 up front and then the 60 later. Let me see here. What is that looking like?
Yeah, it would just depend. We would have to look over the numbers and everything to see what would make the best sense. As far as time frame, I don't know if it would be the whole 240 upfront as a down payment or something different. Like I say, every case is different. We just try to structure where it makes sense. I need to get a more accurate assessment on exactly what we would do as far as repairs. I'm just estimating around 75,000 in repairs. It may be more, it may be a little less, but it's usually more in these older houses just from experience. Because when you start opening up these walls and looking at electrical and all of this stuff, there's things in there we end up having to, fix, or we're not going to come back and get a refund.
Yeah, but and I completely understand that. But my grandmother was into real estate or whatever. So when this not the first property she owns. She's been in it pretty much for a long time, and she used to own like 5251 Washington, and she owned actually about 9 other properties before she passed away. And she also have a house. I don't know. So my grandmother actually already did a lot, even though it's old construction and like open up the walls and stuff. And I don't think you're going to find a bigger deal than what it sounds like you're making, as if it's something there is going to be wrong.
Yeah, I understand that.
Because I didn't have electrical issues. Even when people lost power in the neighborhood, my power was still on and working. But, nevertheless.
Yeah, they like to bring everything up to code. You know how they do in the city of St. Louis. They're getting more and more strict every year. So they want things done the way they want. And you know how they do. And it's not your fault, but, we just have to account for the worst case scenario.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is business and this is capital that's involved. So I get it.
Yes, right. Cold hard cash. Once it goes, it's gone. So what I'll do, Ciara, is I'll send you something.
That is very true. That is very true. Yes. Would you like to take my email down, or are you going to send it to me through a text?
I'm going to text you right now. Give me a second here. I'm going to text you. If you just write back your email address, we'll have it, and I'll get it over to you this afternoon. All right. Other than that, did you have any other questions or anything for me for now?
No, I'm gonna sit on this. I'm gonna talk to an attorney, and I'm gonna talk to a couple of other people, and then I'll go from there. And if something's interest pop up, I'll give you a call, and likewise on your end.
Yeah, save my number. This is my direct number here. Other than that, you have a good day, okay?
You too as well. Thank you, Chris.
All right, bye-bye. Woo! What do you think about Ciara? This beat is automatic, funky, fresh. What do you think about her? Was she motivated or was she dedicated? She said, I ain't giving away my house for no 240. They go for around 375 to 400 over there. Yeah, they're not cheap in the Central West End. Let me see something here. But, they got that title work. It's going to be time. We're going to help her get through all of that. But I'd rather just give her the offer and see what she wants to say. We're going to give her a cash offer, like I say, around 240, maybe 250. And I'll give her terms 300, exactly what she asked for, as long as we can structure the second part. Now, there's a couple of different ways we can structure the separate part, but that's for a later conversation. Remember, when I first asked her would she take payments, she said no. But then secondly, she came back, well, what if you can't give me 240 up front and this and that and the other? It's possible that we could do that, to be honest. I'm doing a deal right now where we're doing basically 70% is going straight to the seller, and the third, we're using a hard money loan to buy the house, right? We're doing a second loan, the 30%, the second loan, second position loan as a private money lender, which gives us 100% financing. So we're structuring a deal like that right now. So it's possible that we can do that with her deal, but we'll see. She says she ain't that motivated. I'm gonna find out. Time makes people get more motivated. She might take the 240 cash, because I'm sure gonna offer 240 cash, 300 terms. And she's gonna say, yeah, I'll take the 300 terms. We just need to figure out a way to structure it. And that's when we go into digging and looking and researching and figuring out all the other stuff from that point. And that's when we can make it all happen. So what do you think about that one? What up, Z? What do you think about that? You think she gonna sign or she gonna blow your mind? You say she's somewhat motivated but playing hardball. Yeah, they playing a little hardball, and I play my poker face too. I got my poker face on. You say 300 terms, no problem. Yeah, because I mean, even if you need a little bit of work, 300 on terms is cool. Especially if I can get her like 30,000 down. I like to give her around 10%. I like my sweet spot is around 10% down, and the rest over time. But that may not really help her situation depending on how she's planning on buying her other house. What do you mean? What is that? 300 terms. I mean, $300,000 on terms. So it's two ways to buy real estate: cash, just all the money right now. Bring in, wire in that money, or bring in a whole suitcase full of money. Right? Cash. Number two is terms. Terms is whatever terms you can agree to. Little to nothing down, something down, big chunk down, whatever you can agree to. So when we're talking about terms, it's four main components: how much down, how much per month, length of time, interest rate. If we mention interest, because I'm not even mentioning interest, so really it's 4.5, because you got price as well. So price, how much down, how much a month, interest rate, if we mention it, and for length of time. So that's what we want to know. She out of her mind with thinking that 240 down. But we might be able to do it. You never know. I'm not going to tell her no. You notice I'm not going to tell anybody no right out the gate unless they're really ridiculous. We probably can get her something, because we can get her up to 70% down on a hard money loan and use a private lender for the second loan. It's a tricky way to do that. I'm doing one of those deals right now, so I don't want to speak too deep on it until I do it, but I know it can be done. I don't like to get deep in the weeds on stuff until I actually say, this is how I did it when I did it, and this is how it works. Then I can come back and report to you in a future cash flow club. For those of you that haven't joined yet, futurecashflowclub.com. I can show you how we do it. So, it's a lot of ways to skin that cat. You got to get creative and what we call innovative. And for more information from our sponsor, which is Future Cash Flow Club, what they do.
So I want to get into real estate, but don't know where to start.
Well, what I would say is to join the Future Cash Flow Club. It's a community of investors where we talk about wholesaling, we talk about creative deal structuring, buying houses subject to, all of the creative stuff that everybody's talking about. You don't need a real estate license or any of that.
Wow, where do I sign up?
Well, I would say go to futurecashflowclub.com. That's futurecashflowclub.com. You can even get a free trial. Try it out today. There you have it. futurecashflowclub.com. So check them out. So we do weekly training in there. You say you love it and can't wait. All right, we're going to find out how I go. Like I said, I'm closing my first one like that. It's supposed to close Friday, but it's probably going to be pushed into next week because we got a lender involved, and lenders are slow motion. But it was set up to close on the 19th. We'll probably get an extension probably into next week because of the lender. But outside of that, we're going to figure it out. So yeah, futurecashflowclub.com, Z. Perfect for you. The link's in my bio. Links in the description. Let's see here. You say you think she's going to come back for the creative deal? Most definitely. How do you say no to a creative deal when you already been on the market with a real estate agent? You already been going through that gauntlet. That's why I love expired listings. This is the reason why I love expired listings. They already went through the whole gauntlet and found out that it ain't that simple just to sell a house sometimes. Sometimes it's easy and sometimes it gets difficult. She went from 4 something to 399 to 350 to 300. She going in the right direction. Get that thing down around 240, 250, and I'm your Huckleberry. And I probably would buy that house because it's in a good area. It's big. It's right by Barnes Hospital, one of the biggest, I think it is the biggest hospital here in St. Louis. We talking about a mile away from Barnes Hospital. You know how much money I can charge for a room over there? A room, $2,500 a month. And that bad boy got what, 8 rooms? Talk about pad split. You trying to get that money, man. Trying to get that money, man. It's still the same, but the money and things now. Yeah, she needs some money because she got to move. But, I like to just throw it out there and see what she says. She didn't write her email address back like the other lady did, but that's part of the game. So give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share if you care. And let's see if we got anybody else I want to call today. Anybody else? Let's see here. We're going to change that from new. We're going to say owner occupied. And so she's living in this house. And she got behind on taxes. So yeah, she do need some money, just like you say. She need that money. Let's see, who is this? Nope. Who is this? In Bridgeton. Nope. Zestimate say 196 and they asking 275. Girl, get out of here. I don't even want to call nobody talking like that. I mean, I can, but it's like, boy, let me check something right quick. When they even talking stupid like that, that's his new deal or new lead. 275. It's a nice house, but it ain't no 275 house. You dreaming. I don't know where they think they're gonna get that money at. Not from over here. Nerd. Let's see here. I already talked to that dude. Hold on. There's somebody else that came in today. I need to call a fresh lead from there. Let's check something. Can pull my email up. Let's see. We had a lead come in this morning. I don't think my VA got to speak to him, so I'm going to do the initial call. It looks like 10:30 this morning. Miss Mary. So Mary has a property. Wants to sell it ASAP. Non-performing tenants, tired landlord. Owned it for less than 5 years. Excellent condition. It's out in Kirkwood, Missouri. Okay, we in a good area now. Out where the rich folks stay. It doesn't say a price, but let me pull up the address right quick so I can see what I can find out about the house. What Zillow say? Oh, this is on the market. Wait a minute. You see, this is that silly stuff, man. This house is on the market, active, and they're gonna sit up here. Hold on, time out. It's been on the market for 25 days with an agent, but they contacted us through marketing, through our, I guess you want to call it Google pay-per-click, I guess. But they on the market with an agent, but it doesn't matter. We're going to call them up anyway. They said they need to sell ASAP, and you must be motivated if you did that. And they had this listed since, is that July 2nd, right before the holiday? No, they had it listed before that. Hold up. The Zestimate say 444. They had this property listed since April. Let me go back. Yeah, they listed it back in April for 485. Then they dropped the price to 470 back in May. Then they dropped the price again to 460 in July, which we're in now. So we're going in the right direction. And it looks like a perfect house, but I ain't paying no 460 for it unless they take these turns. You know how I do it. You take these turns, we can buy anything, baby. But cash, nope. We're talking about 360, something like that. We'll see. So let's call Miss Mary up and see if she answers that phone. Mary. Mary had a little lamb, a little lamb, a little lamb. Hey. All right, let's see here. This is her, and let me get her phone number. Mary. This house is on the market, man. But it don't matter. I'm gonna call her anyway. Why are these people on the market calling investors? Are they not able to sell their house on the market? Are they getting that desperate out here? What's going on? I thought we had a regular old seller, but we got a regular seller that want to sell the house over here. So let's do this. This is Mary, tire landlord. What that say? Let's see what Mary talking about. Tire landlord. Tire landlord. How do you become a tire landlord? Take a nap then if you're tired. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,100 square foot in Kirkwood. Beautiful house. Beautiful furnished house too. Nice house. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. Did I put the number right? Yep, there we go. So give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share. Let's call Mary. I know that. To be full of it. Do you know that? They tell you I can get you $550 for it. The buyer is the one who sets the price. The buyer. I'm gonna hang that up, give it a second, and call her back. Nice house too. I just know she's gonna probably be talking that crazy talk, but we'll see if we can get her on the phone. It sounds like she don't like the answer. Matter of fact, should I text her? No, I'm gonna call her again first. If you ain't called twice, you ain't called once. Answer that phone. Answer that phone. Yeah. Answer the phone. Answer the phone. Yeah. Come on, Mary. Yeah, you're right about that. Those real estate agents be full of it. They be telling people that, oh, we can get you $650 for your house. You don't know what somebody gonna pay for. All you need is one victim. Sometimes your victim can be a cash buyer. Sometimes they can be a person that's going to move in it with an FHA loan, conventional loan, VA loan, one of those loans. All different types of loans. But for this case, she won't answer the phone. Let me see what the comps say on that house. Let's see here. Nice house, I will tell you that. It's kind of little, really, it looked like, but in real life, it's a nice house. Okay, This house is, what is it? 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath is what it say on here. I thought the other thing said 3-bedroom, 3-bath. But it's got a garage. Is that a swimming pool? No, it just looked like it. Got a lot of pictures on here, 74 photos. At least this agent did take a lot of photos because there's only really 2 reasons something won't sell. The price is too high or the marketing sucks. Only 2 reasons why anything won't sell. This hat, this phone, this pen, this tablet, this computer, all of this stuff. Only 2 reasons something won't sell. 1, the price is too high, which is usually the case. Or 2, the marketing sucks. And when I say the marketing sucks, that means it's not in front of the buyer that is actually qualified to take the thing that you're trying to buy. It's not in front of enough of those people, because if it was in front of enough of those people, it would run up the price. So if that same $460,000 house was up for $50,000, they'll have a bunch of buyers for it because everybody got $50,000. But if they want $460,000 like they got it listed for, the less buyers. The higher up you go in price, the less the buyers. The lesser buyers and the more picky the buyers get as well. So remember that. 2 reasons something won't sell. The price is too high, the marketing sucks. If you bring that price down to where the market is, where the market says it's worth, not an agent, not a wholesaler, not somebody else. The only person that can tell you what something's really worth is the buyer. It's worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for it. What is something worth? It's worth whatever they're willing to pay for it. Okay, so a house sold over there for $475, another one sold for $490, another one sold for $500, another one sold for $387, another one sold for $375, and the low. Oh wow, they sold one over there for $579. Damn, why that sell for so much? Almost $600. I need that one. Need that one free and clear. So that's what we got. I'm gonna call her one more time, and then we're gonna pass Miss Mary, because she came in this morning at 10 o'clock this morning as a fresh lead. And my VA was not able to reach her today during her dialing session, so I'm gonna try to call her now. Since Daddy Dearest 1, 2, 3 in the place to be. This is a warm call. Property under contract. Cool. Cooking. You're cooking. This Mary don't like to talk, huh? I'm finna text her. I'm just gonna say, hey Mary, it's Chris. She's gonna be like, who the hell is Chris? Is this the Chris that owe me money? Hey Mary, it's Chris. And that's my text message. Let's see if that goes through though. Nope. So that's a landline of some type. So I'm gonna have to call her when she's back on the landline, because that's a landline number and they don't take text messages. So any questions, comments, concerns before we get up out of here and do some more woke stuff? Questions, pop them in now, because I'm about to land this plane. Put your seats in the upright position, fold up that tray. The wheels are coming down so we can go down and land this plane. Which system are you using? That's a good question. So for our cold calling system, and it's a CRM system, we use this. Are you looking for the best dialer to reach your leads? Try onlineburnerphone.com. You can reach 4 times more contacts per hour and build a stronger, more engaged pipeline. Now, when you check this out at onlineburnerphone.com, you no longer have to listen to voicemail recordings. Once you hear they pick up by voicemail, you simply press a button and it leaves your personalized voicemail for your prospect. You can also send personalized emails. You can also retarget your contacts. And guess what? All calls are recorded and tracked for quality and training purposes. Try it out today with no credit card. onlineburnerphone.com. onlineburnerphone.com. There you have it, Daddy Dearest. onlineburnerphone.com. That's what my VA uses every day. We have folders and systems in there. They just push play and it dials all the numbers. You can drop a voicemail by pressing the button and go to the next call quickly. It records all calls for quality and training. So check that out. You can even get a free trial too. I think it give you like 60 minutes or something like that for free. So check it out. That's what I'm using. And it's a CRM system as well. So hopefully that helps you out. I'm about to get out of here and do some more woke stuff. Don't forget to follow me on all social media outlets at Chris Monroe STL. That's Snapchat, that's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's YouTube, that's TikTok, that's Clubhouse. People still on Clubhouse? Clubhouse at Chris Monroe STL. So with all that being said, do what you do. Be who you be. And I'll see you before you see me. Can you hear me? I don't know. If you don't know who I am by now, I don't know what you've been doing. You been asleep? Let me wake you up with something. Straight up. Yeah. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Chris Monroe. R to the O-E. I flip houses, rent cars, and make money. You know I'm not no motherfucker dummy. This how we... Find more leads than you can even process. That's multiple listing service. That's the MLS for your real estate agents. Absentee owner information. Find the cash buyers and flippers in any market nationwide. Pull a pre-foreclosure list, and don't forget, you gotta find those comps. Get nationwide access with multiple filters. Powered by PropStream at wokesource.com. Get your 7-day free trial today. wokesource.com. That's wokesource.com.
Get your free real estate joint venture agreement and get notified of upcoming shows. Text JV to 636-330-1444.
Today's broadcast is being brought to you by WokeSkipTracing.com. Look up phone numbers and email addresses with ease, with pricing as low as only 15 cents per match. Not per search, per match. If there's no number or email address, you don't pay. Get accurate data in just minutes. WokeSkipTracing.com. That's WokeSkipTracing.com. You may have heard the saying, the fortunes are in the follow-up. Now there's a brand new system that is great to help you cold call, text message, drop voicemails, and so much more, all automated. You don't have to remember anything, just set it and forget it. All you have to do is speak to people. Check it out, wokereply.com. It's a multi-touch marketing campaign where you can schedule to send text, voicemail, email, and even live calls all on autopilot. Check it out today, wokereply.com. That's wokereply.com.